Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this week's video is going to be me continuing series that I'm in the middle of. I'm in the middle of, let me see, I need to take out my handy dandy reading tracker because I can't remember off the top of my head. 9 series, and yes, I count duology as a series, okay, just, all right. So, you can skip ahead if you want, but I just need to get something off my chest, like, annoying. I've already filmed a lot of this video and other videos that I filmed 3 videos, okay? And then when I went back to look at the footage, I've learned that there's apparently a button on my camera that's really easy to accidentally press and have no idea you even pressed it, that basically turns the filming into slow-mo or something like that. And when it's in slow-mo, there's no sound recorded. And so I went back and looked, and it wasn't even that slow. Like, you almost couldn't even tell, but there was no audio for so many clips across 3 different videos I was filming. When I tell you, so I'm having to refilm stuff. This is refilmed, and like I've already read all the first book and I started the second book and it's all filmed, but I'll still show you the reading process, and I'm still gonna try to bring you along in, like, you know, real time. I'm just having to refilm some of this real time and it's driving me nuts. So we're in 9 series and I'm dying to get back into like all of them, but the first book that we're gonna read in this video is Unravel Me. Now, this is part of the Shatter Me series, if you don't know. I feel like everyone and their mother knows, but I loved Shatter Me, and I read the little novella in between, and now it's time for book 2, and oh, I've just been dying to read this for so long. It's beautiful, and I just was loving the story, and it's been a minute since I've read Shatter Me, so hopefully it won't take too long to like get back into the story, because sometimes that can be a problem. It's like, where do we leave off? But we're just gonna jump into you seeing me read, and I'll give you some updates along the way. Okay, our first little update. The previous footage you just saw, like how it's all vertical and stuff, that was because I just filmed a 2-hour read with me TikTok video. So I didn't want to like waste the footage, so I'm showing it to you as well. I was just a little over halfway when I started the 2-hour read with me. I read like 116 pages. Like, I read a lot in that time, and it was amazing. So without spoiling anything, I'm just going to tell you, we had some really good action scenes. Like, they were good, but they didn't last too long, which for me is a huge plus. Like, I don't like when an action scene goes on forever, whether it's in a book or in a movie, because I'll just get bored. Like, yeah, I want action, but that's not the primary reason I read. Like, this isn't an action movie. Get on with it. And if it trails on too long, then I get kind of like, meh. But these action scenes in this book so far, they don't last so long that I'm like, okay, get on with it. Like, it's a perfect length, and I love that. We're finding out some shocking info. Like, the book is so good. I'm loving it. So I'm going to continue reading the night that I was doing the 2-hour readathon, because I was just really in the zone. So I was going to keep reading some more, which is crazy to read that much in one day for me. But I was in the zone, so we're continuing. Okay, it's the next morning. I am almost done with the book. I have like 50 more pages or something like that, so we're finishing it now. I read a bit more last night, and I read some deep stuff, like incredibly heartwarming and heart-fluttering and heart-wrenching and heartbreaking, all in the same chapter. Like, it's amazing. Oh my, when a book can do that so deeply, especially a YA book, like when two characters are physical in a YA way and you can still feel like good and feel like you're there and like feet kicking and stuff like that, that's just incredible writing, because it is YA, like it's on the PG-13 side, and it's still like, I feel like I'm there and I'm like happy, and it's like intense and amazing, and also so like devastating when there's I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give it away, but we're gonna finish reading this now. If you can't tell, I'm already like, I'm loving it, so look out. Let's keep going. Okay, so it's so annoying because I've already filmed this review, but we're done with the book. If you can't, like, if you need a nonverbal way to know if I liked a book, this is it. Look at these tabs. First of all, I might have already said this, but I'm just gonna keep saying it. Getting tabs that match the book just, it scratches an itch that like none other in the brain. You know, it's just, oh, it's so good. But anyways, as you can tell by the tabs, things seem to pick up in the last third, which is generally the case with books in general, but especially like sci-fi fantasy kind of stuff, like it picks up. I wouldn't even say like it was a little slow in the beginning, but not bad. Like you see, there's still stuff going on. It wasn't bad, just it picks up even more. The bad guy in this, he's like the head commander of, you know, this group of whatever. He's the top dog. He's giving off serious Negan vibes. The guy from The Walking Dead. It's been years since I watched it, but Negan, the one with the bat that he named something, whatever. He is giving off those vibes because he is just so incredibly ruthless, scary, violent, and also like he laughs at his own jokes. He thinks he's funny. He can be funny, but he's just like that kind of crazy, not like angry crazy, angry violent, but like sarcastic, violent, if that makes sense. I don't know, but it's giving those vibes and I'm loving it. 4.5 stars, which is the same rating I gave Shatter Me. They're both excellent. I wouldn't say one is better than the other. Like, they're both so good. We found out so many just interesting, crazy stuff, and I love it. It's so good. Like, I was literally kicking my feet at points. I never cried, but I got close to tearing up a few times too, which that's a big deal for me in books. And it was a good time. And though it's like a thick book, kind of. I mean, it's not super thick, but it's on the thicker side. The margins and stuff are so big that, like, it's really not, like, it's pretty quick to go through. But it's just, look at all the annotations. Like, it's just so good. Oh my gosh. And to see our FMC turn into such a badass, like, oh, it's so good. Sorry, my air just cut on. Anyways, the next book we're going to be reading, I've already picked it out because I've already filmed this part, is going to be There's No Devil. I wanted to pick something that wasn't fantasy or, you know, sci-fi or anything like that, just because I don't want to burn out of anything, and I wanted to get a really small book, if possible, to also help prevent burnout, because the next book we're going to read is big, and you'll find out what that is later. But There Are No Saints is part of the Sinners Duet. I've already read the first one, which is There Is No Devil. Loved it. If you don't know, it's like it's a dark romance, and it's just so good. It's thin as can be, and I am excited to get into this. I'll probably eat this up in 1 or 2 days. It just depends on how much time I have, but if I had plenty of time, I could do it in a day, I'm sure, because it's not long, but probably 2. So without further ado, let's read. Okay, so at this point, it's been a day or two, and I am a little over halfway done with There Is No Devil. So far, I'm not liking it as much as the first book, and I think that's just because in the first book, we're being introduced to everything, and it's all new, and you don't know what to expect, and it's like, and it was great. And this one is like, okay, I guess because the characters themselves, like, aren't my favorite of all the books I've read, I don't care as much about, like, little things happening to them. So I'm kind of like, get to the point, like, something else to happen. And I don't know, I just don't care as much. It's still good. Like, I'm still enjoying it. Honestly, I think a big part of how I'm feeling about this book is the fact that Unravel Me left me in a reading coma. Like, I'm still thinking about that book. So I mean, I cannot wait to get to the next one, but I need to put it out of my mind so that I can, like, focus on the other books I'm reading. But anyways, I am going to finish this tonight because the next book is a bigger book, and I'm running out of time to finish filming this video before I have to edit it and publish it. So this is taking me a while to read this, but this is so short. And I'm already on like day 3 of reading it, which is ridiculous. But honestly, it's just because I'm not wanting to pick it up because I'm still stuck on Unravel Me. But okay, I will film, I don't know when I'm going to read this, in a little bit, and I will film at least when I get towards the end so we can see final reaction and get a, like, fresh take on what I thought about it when I'm done with it. But that's where we're at now. Let's go. The day has finally come. The day has finally come that we are reading this book. Can you guess what it is? I can't believe I'm finally going to read this. I am so excited, and I am so scared. So I'm scared, one, because of how excited I am, and a lot of times when you go into a book expecting it to be amazing, it can let you down. But I'm also scared because of the reactions I've seen people have. And I have made sure not to stay long when I see someone like with this in their hand or talking about it, because I don't want to know much, but I've heard a little bit unintentionally, seen people crying, crap like that, and I'm like, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. And the fact that there's not like even a release date for the next book as far as I know. But I'm so excited to finally read it, have this up on my shelf of books I've already read and off my TBR bookshelf, but I'm scared. So anyways, let's do this together. Okay, honestly, first, I look disgusting. I feel disgusting. Let's move on. Second, I don't know when the last time was that I filmed. I don't know what the last thing was that I filmed. All I know is that it's probably been 2+ weeks. I have read this. I'm almost done, but it's been at least a week since I've read, and it's just been a slow pace. Like this whole month, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks is what's taking me to read this because I'm slow and whatever. And I've been putting off reading the end because I want to get my reaction to it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to rip off the Band-Aid and get the reaction to the ending of this book. So let's just do that now. You seem crooked. I can't tell. Sorry. But it's the next day. Oh my goodness. Finally finished this. Like, jeez, it took forever. Not because it's a bad book, and that's what I feel so bad about is kind of with Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. Just took me a long time to read. Not because it's a bad book. Like, they're both so good. It's just, honestly, like, they're kind of big pages and the words are so tiny that it makes my eyes heavy. It makes me kind of sleepy. And then, like, you're not turning the pages often, and so you're not seeing as much progress as quickly. And it's stupid, but it's just a mental thing. And so it's hard to get through these books. Even if the book was bigger, but it had bigger words, I think that would help. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyways, the rating of this, I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. It's not quite a 5-star for me. I honestly don't think any of the books in the rest of the Empyrean series, because I think there's like 2 more coming out at some point. I don't think any of them are gonna hit the way Fourth Wing hit. One, Fourth Wing was just, it being the first book, it was introducing the whole series, and so everything was new and it was amazing. I think it was just so good. And honestly, I'm just a huge romance fan, and so the slow burn of her and Xaden and all of that was just amazing versus the rest of the books, like, you know, they're already together and blah blah blah. But they are still good. They are still so epic. And like, I tell my boyfriend all the time when I'm reading this, I'm like, I'm slow to read it, but dang, if and hopefully it goes through, these become a movie or TV show or whatever, I'm like, if they're done right, they are going to be so epic. And like, he's not a reader, but I'm telling him, I'm like, if this was on TV, you would love it. It's so good, so epic. The ending, I went on a rant for a while to my boyfriend, who again doesn't care. He doesn't get hyped about books. But I went on a rant just because this is one thing. I do prefer going into books blind because then there's no expectations. I had no idea, you know, what the end was going to be, except that I've seen so many people's reactions to it, and like I've seen people crying over like the ending of this book, or just like towards the end of the book, whatever. And so I was thinking something really crazy was going to happen, but I like pretty much completely predicted it. So like it still drove me nuts, and it was still like a, but like I was like, I kind of was expecting more because I wasn't surprised. That's just because it's all over TikTok, and that's the bad thing about reading a book that's already been popular, is it can skew your expectations, which can mess with how you feel about the book. But again, it's still a 4.5 star read. I'm trying to put all that out of my mind, and like if I went in blind, oh my goodness. But it was still so good. There was a part that made me tear up, which I wasn't expecting. And there were parts that probably should have made me tear up that didn't, because again, I wasn't surprised. But really good. I'm so happy I'm finally done reading it. You know what's funny? I honestly don't even remember the other books I've read in this video. What else have I read? Oh, Unravel Me. Like just a recap of all of it. 4.5 stars. Unravel Me, I believe I said 4.5 stars. It was 4 or 4.5. Amazing. Love it. I still think about it. And what else did I read? Oh, That There Is No Devil. That was a disappointment. And not that it was bad, it's just it was unnecessary, most of it. So overall, 2 of the 3 books were great, and I'm very happy. I'm excited. I want to do this video again. I want to keep continuing the series that I'm in, and I'm so excited to keep going with the Shatter Me series. This, I'm officially done for now, obviously, because there are no books to read yet. I am looking forward to when it comes out. I have no idea when that is. I don't research stuff. Whatever. I am really excited to do this video again in a few weeks. Yeah, let me know if you've read any of these, if you've read the series. And I've heard with the Shatter Me series that the 3rd book is like the best, or at least it's a really, really, really good one. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna have to do that series in the next video too, just because I really want to get to that book. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if it's a little hectic. I honestly don't know how hectic it's gonna be because I haven't edited it yet. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and let me know what series I should continue. And I also want to do a video on starting new series. So give me some series suggestions on what you think I should start. I have a lot, so give me some suggestions. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.